Welcome back, everyone. This is Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, the old subscribers, the new ones. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your like, your watch, your share of my videos. I do actually appreciate it. So these are thumbs up for you, for all the thumbs up that you give me. So today I'm gonna be teaching you how to cut a trendy double sleeve, puff sleeve. Yeah, I'm not going to be using elastic. Most of the puff sleeve that we have, the double puff sleeves that we have, they actually have elastic. This is not going to be having an elastic. I'm going to be making use of a band for it. I'll use a band at the down part, and then I'm going to be putting a design here at the middle. That's the puffy sleeve I'm going to be teaching you today. So let's just go straight to the point. I have my fabrics cut out already just to save time. So what I have here for the first ones, you just watch this tutorial. If you find it helpful, please do not hesitate to hit on the like button. If you're having any problem, you can just drop a comment down at the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, please do not hesitate to like it and then subscribe if you have not subscribed. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now, since this is a puff sleeve, there's a way I normally cut my puffy sleeve to make it very simple and easy. You don't really need to measure the armhole. Most of the armhole, like the basic, you have between 8 and 9 inches for armholes. So what I normally do, depends on how puffy, how big you want it to be. That is what I normally do. Most times I normally double the size, which is 18. That's 9 plus 9, 18. But you can see here my fabric, I don't have up to 18 inches, so I'm just going to assume that this is 18 inches. So that's for the curve of the arm. That's for the cap of the cap of the sleeve. So the length that I'm going to be using for this is 16 inches. You can decide to make it any length, because the longer it is, that is how puffy it will be, and how balloon it will be, if you permit me to use that word. So now I'll be taking my calf height now for this sleeve. So I'll be using 5 inches. That's from this side. So this is 5 inches. So I'm just going to be taking it like this and just bringing it straight to this point. So this is my calf height that I'm going to be using. So I'll just cut it out like this. So this is the first one. So I'll cut it out. This is the first one. The next one I'm going to do is the second puff that will be at the down part. So for this, I actually have a reduced fabric for this one. So I'm just going to measure, because I'm working based on the fabric that I have. So this is what I have here. I have 14 inches for this. So I have 14 inches, and then the width that I have here is 13. That's 13 by 14. So for this, I'm not going to be cutting it. So I'm just going to be pleating it here, and then pleating it here, and then bringing this together. So you can see the sleeve, the shape is already coming out. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now for this, I'll take it to my machine and sew, and then you see how I'm going to be coupling it to make it very easy for you. For this kind of sleeve, this balloon sleeve, if you really want it to be full and puffy, all you have to do is you cut out an interface exactly like this, and then you use it to turn it. But since this is just a rough illustration, I'm not going to be doing that. So you are supposed to cut another one, so to make it heavy, so you cut another one, a double one of this and a double one of this. Then I'm going to be cutting out a strap that I'm going to be using to put the design at the middle. So what I have here, I already have one here, so I'll just measure and give you the exact measurement. This is what I have here is 3 inches. So what I actually did, I used 7 inches. So you sew it and then turn it. So I already sewed it, I turn it, and then ironed it out. So this is what I'm going to be using to put my design here. Like I told you, I said I'm not going to be making use of an elastic. So this one is to the side. The length of what I have here is 29 inches. So you can just use 30 inches, it's still okay. And then what I have, like I told you initially, I said 3 inches. So because it's folded into two, that's 7 inches. So the 1 inch, that's what I used in doing this fold on it. So that this is aside. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing now is the strap that I'm going to be using, which is like the wristband that I'm going to be using. For this wristband, what I actually have here, my fabric is folded into two. It is folded into two, but what I have here is 2 inches. So it depends on how fat you want the strap, that's the band, to be. So, and then what determines the length of your band is you measure the person where the sleeve is going to be. You actually measure. So what I have here is 10 inches because I will be using my measurement. What I have here, that's just the only basic part of this sleeve that you're going to measure. And the other part, how big the fabric is, that will determine how big the sleeve is. So I have 10 inches here. So what I have here now, I have more than 10 inches. So I'm just going to be reducing it to 13 inches. I'll keep the remaining 3 inches. That is what I'll use to join it. So the next thing, I'll just take it to my machine now. The first thing I'm going to be doing, because this top part, I'm going to be pleating it. Like I told you, most basic sleeves as in round armhole are usually 9 inches. So I'll pleat it. I'm going to be reducing it to 9 inches. So I'll reduce it to 9 inches to fit perfectly on the armhole. So that is that, and then I'll join this to this. So in doing that, you just make a notch here and then make a notch here at the middle. So I'll take it like this now. You can decide to do it together, or you can decide to do it separately. That's after sewing. Like I told you, you double them. So that is what will give you that puff. You double them. So I'll take it and then sew. I'll sew it like this. I'll hold it on top and sew, and then bring it back and show you what I mean. So I just keep my notch pads together like this. Welcome back, guys. So you can see I finished joining the upper part to the down part. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, for this sleeve, since I told you I'm not going to be making use of an elastic for this middle part and then the down part, so you actually measure your bicep. So for my own bicep, the measurement, that's this mid part, is 12 inches. So I'm going to be pleating this thing. I'm going to be pleating this middle part. I'll pleat it for it to fit into 14 inches. So that's with two extra inch left. That is what I'll use to join it. So I'll pleat it, and as I pleat along the line, I'll just measure it like this. I'll measure it and make it fit to 14 inches. So I'll start from the middle like this, from this point. I have it out. So now this comes in now. So this, I actually drew a line on the midpoint for me to know the middle. So now what I'm going to be doing now, this, you can do this two ways. You can either decide to run a stitch along and then pull, or you can just decide to just pleat it on it. You make sure that everything, you can just do pleats like this here, and then run a stitch on the middle like this. Run a stitch, as you're pleating it on top of the pleats that you did initially. Just pleat it like this. What I'm doing, you can see how beautiful it's looking already. I'll just keep pleating until I get to the end. So I'll do that and then come back and show you and complete the down part. So I'll place it like this now to make sure it's aligned to the middle, and then I'll plait. So you can see, guys, it's already looking so beautiful. You can even decide to leave it like this. You can decide to leave it like not to put the band. You can see it's looking so stylish and so cheeky. So but we're continuing with what we're doing. So this is out. So we're leaving this now. So the next thing, I'm going to be putting my band now to the down part of this sleeve. I'll be adding my band. So this excess here on this side, you can just trim it out from this edge, but don't go up or else you run into problems. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, like I told you initially, I said I measured it out, and what I have here is 13. So I'm going to be pleating it. I'll plait it to fit between 10 and half and 11 inches. So you just take your accurate measurement. So this is the middle part. You make a notch out in the middle like this, and then you come here like this. Also you hold this, and then you make a notch here also. So whatever I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be pleating it. I'm going to be pleating this side to this side, and then pleating this side to this side. So I'll be stopping it here. I'll be stopping it here. That's half an inch to this side, and then half an inch to this side. So I'll pleat this side to this side, and then pleat this side to this side. I'll do that and then come and show you. And then so I finished fixing the band on it. So the next thing is for me to take my full measurement. So I'll just take it like this and then turn it in like this, and then I'll measure. For this down part, I'll be using 5 inches, which is 10. So because I want it to be tight, so I'm reducing it. So I'll use 10, and then I'll just maintain this line like this. Use half an inch on this side to just run the stitch, and then when I get to this bicep part, I'll measure again. Make sure you measure and know the measurement you're working with. I'm using 12 inches, so that's 6 inches. So I have 6 inches. I'll just maintain the half an inch measurement like this, and then I'll take it like this. When I get to this part, I'll open up my hand. I'll open up a bit and then follow the curve, and then get to this point, to my armhole point, which is 9 inches. So I'll run a stitch and then come back and show you the final. So you can see, you can decide to leave it like this, but if you're going to be leaving it like this, you make sure you take your wrist measurement for this. You take your, as you can see, the sleeve is still beautiful. You just take your wrist measurement, and then you can decide to leave it like this. Then it will be a long sleeve, and then make sure your puffs, they are coming out like this. You can decide to do that, but this one, it was not intended for this. So I'll show you how I want it to be. So you just adjust from this bicep part, and then you pull up. You pull it up like this. You just pull it. So when you pull it up, you can see. So you can see how beautiful this sleeve is. It's really beautiful. So you can see how beautiful it is. So by the time you use all your interfacing to pad it, you see it will stand and it will puff more. So this is it. It's so beautiful. I like the sleeve. So I have now come to the end of this illustration of this tutorial. If you like what I did with this, you can give me a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe. You can make your own, share it with me on Facebook at Stylish Naija, and Instagram at Stylish Naija also. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. God bless you.